The alarm clock goes off. It's the start of a new day, full of potential and opportunities. You reach for your phone, almost instinctively, as if it's an extension of your hand. Social media, emails, and news flood your screen. An hour disappears in the blink of an eye. You haven't even gotten out of bed. The morning light filters through the curtains, but you're still lost in the digital world. Sound familiar? This is how millions of us start our days, caught in a web of notifications and updates, trapped in a cycle of distractions before we even have a chance to breathe, to think, to be present. We scroll through perfectly curated lives, snapshots of moments that seem so much better than our own. We compare, judge, and feel inadequate. The more we scroll, the more we feel like we're missing out. The day feels heavy with unfulfilled potential. Sadness creeps in, a sense of emptiness that lingers. But instead of facing it, we reach for our phones again, seeking a distraction from the discomfort. This is the trap of the digital age. We are surrounded by screens, each one vying for our attention. We seek solace in the glow of our screens, hoping to find some semblance of connection or joy. We crave the instant gratification, the dopamine hits that come with every like, comment, and notification. But these are fleeting pleasures. They don't fill the void, they only mask it temporarily. They leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled, longing for something more substantial, more real. So how do we break free? How do we reclaim our lives from the grip of our devices? It starts with small steps. Going for a morning run, engaging in a hobby, anything that pulls us away from the screen. It starts with recognizing the problem, reflecting on our habits and understanding their impact on our lives. We must acknowledge that these seemingly harmless habits are actually forms of addiction. They control us more than we realize, and like any addiction, they must be confronted with awareness and action. Joining a support group, creating an action plan, setting boundaries, setting our phones to do not disturb, placing them out of reach, and dedicating time to be present in the moment. Spending time with loved ones, enjoying nature, and rediscovering the joys of the offline world. These are the moments that truly matter. These are the moments that bring genuine happiness and fulfillment. It's about finding balance, using technology mindfully, and not letting it dictate our lives. Waking up with a sense of purpose, ready to seize the day, free from the chains of digital distractions, embrace the possibilities of a new day, reclaim your time, your energy, and your joy. The choice is yours. Addiction isn't just about substances. It's a complex web that entangles us in various forms, often without us even realizing it. It's about seeking comfort in anything that numbs us from discomfort. Whether it's the glow of a screen or the taste of something sweet, we look for ways to escape our reality. Excessive phone use, procrastination, even overeating, these can all be ways to escape reality. We find ourselves lost in these activities, hoping to find solace. When we feel stressed, anxious, or sad, our brains crave dopamine. This natural chemical is our brain's way of rewarding us, making us feel good, even if just for a moment. This feel-good chemical is released when we engage in pleasurable activities. Eating a piece of chocolate, scrolling through social media, or indulging in a hobby can all trigger this release. But the problem with instant gratification is that it's just that, instant. The pleasure is fleeting, and soon we're left with the same feelings we tried to escape. The feeling fades quickly, leaving us wanting more. We check our phones again, reach for another snack, or find another distraction. This is how the cycle begins. We become trapped in a loop, constantly seeking that next hit of dopamine. We seek out the quick fix, the temporary high. It becomes a habit, a routine that we can't seem to break. But the more we rely on it, the more we need it. Our brains adapt, and what once gave us pleasure now requires more to achieve the same effect. Our tolerance builds, and we need more and more to achieve the same effect. This leads to frustration and a sense of helplessness. This is the dangerous path of addiction. It starts innocently enough but can quickly spiral out of control, leaving us feeling trapped and conflicted. It keeps us stuck in a loop of seeking and numbing. We become prisoners of our own habits, unable to break free. We become slaves to the fleeting pleasures that promise happiness but deliver only temporary relief. The cycle continues, and we find ourselves deeper in the web of addiction, searching for a way out. Our phones offer a seductive escape, a world of endless entertainment, connection, and distraction, but it's a curated reality, a highlight reel of other people's lives. We compare our messy, imperfect lives to the filtered perfection we see online. We chase likes and validation, seeking external approval to fill the void within. This is not real happiness, it's a fleeting illusion. And when the screen goes dark, the sadness remains. In fact, it often feels heavier because we've wasted precious time and energy on empty pursuits. True happiness comes from within. It comes from facing our challenges, embracing our imperfections, and living a life aligned with our values. Breaking free from any addiction requires facing the discomfort we've been avoiding. It's about confronting the very feelings we've been running from, the emotions we've tried to bury deep within. It means sitting with our feelings, even the uncomfortable ones, allowing ourselves to feel sadness, anger, or fear without immediately seeking an escape. It means resisting the urge to numb, distract, or escape. This is not easy. The pull to return to old habits can be incredibly strong, but each moment of resistance builds our resilience. Our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. This is a natural survival mechanism, but in today's world, it can lead us into cycles of addiction and avoidance. But true growth happens outside our comfort zone. It's in those moments of discomfort that we find our strength and discover new aspects of ourselves. It happens when we choose to confront our challenges instead of running from them. When we face our fears and push through the pain, we emerge stronger and more resilient. So how do we do it? How do we break free from the cycle and step into reality? How do we break the cycle and reclaim our lives? It starts with awareness. Awareness of our patterns, our triggers, and our responses. Recognize when you're using distractions to avoid discomfort. Notice when you reach for your phone, turn on the TV, or engage in other habits to escape your feelings. Notice the triggers that send you reaching for your phone or procrastinating on important tasks. By identifying these moments, you can start to make conscious choices to face your discomfort instead of avoiding it. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to be present. Reflect on your day and your choices. Each step you take towards awareness and resilience is a step towards breaking the cycle and stepping into a more authentic, fulfilling reality. The antidote to distraction is presence. It's about bringing our attention to the present moment, to our breath, our bodies, and our surroundings. Mindfulness practices like meditation can help cultivate presence. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Start by noticing your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Observe your thoughts without judgment. As you become more present, you'll start to notice the urge to reach for your phone or give in to distractions. Acknowledge the urge without judgment, and then choose to stay present. Addictions often stem from deeper underlying issues. We use distractions to numb emotional pain, stress, or even boredom. To break free, we need to understand the why behind our behaviors and actions. Ask yourself, what am I trying to avoid in my life? What need am I trying to fulfill? Journaling, therapy, or coaching can help you uncover the root causes of your addiction and struggles. Once you understand your why, you can start to address it in healthier, more effective ways. You can develop coping mechanisms for stress and anxiety, seek support for emotional pain and trauma, or find activities that bring you genuine joy and fulfillment. When we lack direction, it's easy to get lost in distractions. But when we have a clear sense of purpose, we're less likely to be swayed by fleeting pleasures. Reflect on your values. What matters most to you? What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Your answers will guide you towards a life of meaning and purpose. Set goals that align with your values. Break them down into smaller, achievable steps. This will give you a sense of direction and motivation, and it will make it easier to resist the temptations of distractions. Section 8, Small Steps, Big Changes. Building habits that nourish your soul. Breaking free from addiction is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, sustainable changes to your daily habits. Start by setting realistic goals. Don't try to change everything at once. Focus on one habit at a time. For example, you could start by limiting your phone use for 1 hour a day. Replace unhealthy habits with healthy ones. If you usually scroll through social media before bed, try reading a book or meditating instead. Find activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Section 9. Embracing the journey. Finding joy in the process of growth. Breaking free from addiction is challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding and fulfilling. It's a journey of self-discovery, personal growth, and profound transformation. Celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge your efforts and appreciate how far you've come on this path. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. It's a sign of strength. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you and your journey. Remember, you are capable of more than you think, and you have the strength within you. You have the power to break free from addiction and create a life you truly love and cherish. Section 10. The Power of Connection. Seeking support and inspiring others. No one overcomes addiction alone. We need the support of others to guide us, encourage us, and hold us accountable. Share your journey with trusted friends, family members, or a therapist. Join a support group or connect with others online who are on a similar path. As you heal and grow, you'll inspire others to do the same. Your vulnerability and courage will give them permission to confront their own challenges. Together, we can break the cycle of addiction and create a world where people feel empowered to live their best lives. Section 11. Living a life of meaning, from escaping reality to embracing it. Breaking free from addiction is not just about eliminating negative behaviors, it's about creating a life so full of meaning and purpose that you no longer feel the need to escape. Embrace the present moment, cultivate gratitude for the good in your life, find joy in the simple things, connect with your passions and pursue your dreams. The world needs your unique gifts and talents. Step into your power and share them with the world. Live a life that makes you proud, a life that inspires others to do the same.